Hi there! Today we are going to be making something that I like to call heritage food. I'm part Lebanese. My mom's side is Lebanese, and I love Middle Eastern food. This is Middle Eastern chicken. It's called Shish Tawook, and it's chicken with a bunch of amazing Middle Eastern spices, and trust me, you probably have all of these in your pantry. It's super easy to make, but it is a pretty long list, so I had to write it down. Okay, so here's what you're gonna need. You're gonna need any kind of chicken that you like. I just happen to have in my freezer today, I happen to have chicken breasts. You can use any cut of chicken you want. I tend to make this with chicken thighs because I prefer chicken thighs better, but I had chicken breasts, so that's what we're using today. So you're gonna need chicken breasts. You're also gonna need garlic, and you can use any kind of garlic you want. Use fresh garlic if you want. Sometimes I buy that garlic in the salad section that it's like in the little squeeze tubey, or you can use dry garlic. It's totally up to you. You need coriander. Coriander is the seed of the cilantro plant, and you can get it in the spice aisle. Super easy to find. You need cumin, which is something that we use in Mexican cooking too, but it's also used in Middle Eastern cooking. You need cardamom or cloves. I've tried this with cardamom before. I don't like the flavor. It's a little bitter to me. So I use cloves in this particular recipe. You need smoked paprika. You need salt and pepper. You're going to need the juice of 1 lemon and about 2 to 3 tablespoons of oil. And everything is in here right now. What I do is I throw all this into a baggie, and then I put it in the fridge overnight. So you've got all the lemons, you've got all of the olive oil, you've got all of the spices, and it sits in your fridge overnight. I would suggest putting it in a container of some kind, because I've had this open in my fridge and oh my God, it made such a mess. So this has been marinating overnight. Now, if you don't have a chance to marinate it overnight, throw it in for like a half an hour or so. Doesn't matter, it just makes it better if it's overnight. So that's chicken tawook. Along with the shish tawook. Along with the shish tawook, we're going to make a couple of Middle Eastern sides. We're going to make some tabbouleh, and we're also going to make, well, I'm going to show you what tzatziki is, because I've made it before on the show. And tzatziki is just Greek yogurt, it's onions, and it's cucumbers, and a little bit of salt and pepper. And then for the tabbouleh, we're just going to use some boxed tabbouleh, and then we're going to throw in some veggies and a little bit of olive oil and some lemon juice, and it's amazing. Okay, let's get to doing the shish tawook. Okay, we're gonna start off on a grill pan. You can do pretty much any kind of pan you want. I've done this in a heavy cast iron grill. This just happens to be a griddle pan because that's the one I had out on my stove. Okay, so you're gonna start out at a real high heat, get that pan pretty hot, and then once you put the chicken on, knock it down to a middle heat, because you don't want the outside to get cooked too fast and then have to try to get the middle of the chicken cooked. Now, a lot of times what I do with chicken breasts, because they're so thick, I tend to cut them in half so that you just have the half thickness of the chicken. It makes it cook it a little bit faster. This is going to take, and we're going to knock it down to half. This is going to take about 3 to 4 minutes on each side. It does cook really fast. And it is just made, oh, you can already smell the lemon. You can smell all of those delicious spices. And don't mess with it. Just leave it. Let it sit. Start your timer. I'm going to start that timer, and I'm going to give it about 3.5 minutes. And don't mess with it. Don't move it around. Don't flip it until it gives that good. You're looking for that good like crispiness on each side. So just leave it for 3.5 minutes. Okay, so we've had about 3.5 minutes on each side. And look at that grill mark, the grill marks from the grill pan, just amazing. Look at this one. Oh, look how delicious it is. So these are done. 3.5 minutes on each side. And now we're going to turn these off, let them rest for a minute, and go make some tabbouleh. Okay, now let's make some tabbouleh. Here's the thing about tabbouleh. Just go to the store and get whatever brand of tabbouleh in a box you like, because that's how you buy it, okay? And what you're going to do is it's super easy. You don't have to cook it. All you're really doing is, I guess, is reconstituting it. Because what you do is per box, it's generally between a cup to a cup and a half of boiling hot water. And so you put it in whatever container you're going to serve it out of. It's real easy to do it that way. This happens to be my Sithi's. I love it. She's my grandmother. So what you do is you put in the hot water with the tabbouleh, and it tends to come with a little packet of spices. Put all that in there, and then about 5 minutes later, it's ready to go. So I just covered it with a plate. You can cover it with plastic wrap or whatever it is you need to cover it with. You just want to keep all that heat in is what you're trying to do. Okay, so, oh, it smells so good. Okay, get a fork and a spoon, because if you just use a spoon, you're going to kind of mush it a little bit. So you're just trying to fluff it up, okay? Now what we're going to do, should we put the veggies in first? Let's do that. Okay, so here what I've got is some pretty finely diced red bell peppers and a decent dice on a couple of cucumbers. This is 2 red bell peppers, this is 2 cucumbers. I'm probably not going to use all of it because this is 2 boxes of tabbouleh. Put as many vegetables as you want to, and actually you can pretty much put in whatever vegetables you want to. So let's put some of the veggies in. You can put as many or as little veggies as you want to. I think I'm going to put all of these in. I think that's what I'm going to do. And of course you can put in whatever veggies you want to. I don't tend to put onions in here because there's another side dish that already has onions in it, so I tend not to put onions in tabbouleh. I'm going to put a little bit of olive oil, maybe a couple of tablespoons. And then I'm going to squirt in quite a bit of lemon juice because I really dig lemon juice in tabbouleh. You might want to do this over your hand so that you can catch any seeds that come out. Okay. So this is a good half lemon worth of juice. And then some cilantro. I love, love, love cilantro in tabbouleh. If you don't like cilantro, which I know a lot of people don't put it in. This, again, this is just like a template. It's just something for you to say, okay, I'm going to personalize this to the way my family likes it. And then just toss. Oh my gosh, it smells so good. And that's tabbouleh. It's super easy to make. It takes really literally about 5 minutes to make, because that's how long it takes for the hot water to reconstitute the tabbouleh. And then while that's happening, you just cut up all your veggies. And this goes alongside with anything. You can put this alongside of seafood. You can put this alongside of a steak. Of course, our delicious Shish Tawook is going to be fabulous with this. And then you're going to also put the tzatziki along with this. This is going to be a Middle Eastern feast. So let's plate. Middle Eastern food. I love it. I'm part Lebanese. I love to go to all the Greek and the Lebanese festivals around here to get tons of Middle Eastern food. But you can cook this by yourself at your house. So here is our Shish Tawook. It's chicken with all those amazing spices, and then you griddle it real quick. Takes just a couple of minutes on each side. You can also do this outside and actually make it shish kebab. Just cut it into pieces, and then you just grill it outside, because that's really the traditional way to do it. But I like to do it this way because it's easier. And then here we have our amazing tabbouleh. Make this, oh, look at that. And you can eat this for lunch. You can put this alongside of any kind of protein, and it's amazing. And then this is tzatziki. Now, I didn't teach you how to make this on this particular show, but I've done it before. It's super easy. It's a couple of cups of Greek yogurt, unflavored. Don't get flavored Greek yogurt. You will have terrible tzatziki. So unflavored Greek yogurt, and then some regular onions, just like this, and some cucumbers. I tend to use English cucumbers because they're seedless. So if you can use whatever kind of cucumber you want to use. Make this in advance, because it gets better as it sits. And a little bit of salt and pepper, and that's it. And that's tzatziki. And this is going to go alongside too. Oh, look at that. You take this to work, you give this to your family, they're going to love you forever. So let's taste the chicken. I can't wait for you to make this. My mouth is watering. Oh. Seriously, speechless. Make this chicken, it's so good. Oh, I'm going to so eat this chicken after we turn this camera off. And then, tabbouleh. All that lemon and those fresh veggies. So crunchy, so delicious. The tzatziki on top of the chicken. Oh, honey. You've got to try this. This is like a spiritual meal. You're just going to be like saying, oh God, the whole time. It's so, so good. Oh God, this is so good. I'm out of here, man. I'm gonna go eat. You should too. Just like that.